Hey guys, it's me, SuperSorrell. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today I want to go shopping, and guess what? I'm going to bring you guys along. We're going to Wakefield Comics. I'm also going to be stopping at HMV, B&M, Smyths, and probably some other stores along the route. I'm going to Wakefield Comics because there is the crossover of the century. The comic book is out this week. Well, it came out Wednesday, but he's holding it for me. Harley Quinn and Elvira. Also, Stranger Tales from Marvel's out. I may have to have a look at that. He's also got a bunch of really cool new Funko Pops. I mentioned this in my video the other day, but I'm hunting the Rocky Horror Picture Funko Pops. And I do think he's had some other things in stock as well. So, come with me, let's go shopping, and let's do this! Starting the day off in our local Sainsbury's, we found these really cool Stitch minifigures. That's a new series as far as I'm aware, with the see-through little figures. After that, we did come across series 2 of the Skibidi minifigures, but you know what, I can't bring myself to buy any of these. I did wave 1, I am not doing wave 2, people. That's gone back on the shelf. But looking further down the aisle, they didn't really have too much, but they did still have this really cool metal Knuckles Funko Pop from Sonic the Hedgehog. Very cool looking, and they did have a bunch of other Funkos on the shelf, but nothing that I needed to add to my collection. So on to the comic book store. He had the new Street Sharks comics and a bunch of other books, including the Harley Quinn book, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. That's a book that Triple G Comics has recommended, and Fairyland looks quite cool. No Man's Land looks amazing, and a rebirth of the Witchblade. It looks like Image Comics is going through a bit of a rebirth overall. Stranger Tales for Halloween is out now from Marvel, and they also had these really cool Mad Balls. Almost bought a couple of them, but I've got some still to do from the company, so I haven't. I've already got the Scooby-Doo figures, but they're on the shelf here as well. Very cool looking figures. Other than that, some very nice looking toys here, including the Marvel Legends White Queen there, Emma Frost. I do like her, and they've got the Ronin from Star Wars. Very cool indeed. But I come here for the Funko Pops, and they're around the other side. Masters of the Universe, Turtles of Grayskull, very cool looking figures, but again, they've been out a little while at this point, nothing that I'm really overly interested in here. Like I say, I come in this store for the Funko Pops, but they do have some really cool stuff on the shelves, so it's always worth a little look. And here is some of their special edition Funkos. Still haven't got any of the new robots in yet. No one seems to be stocking the robots anymore. There's Animal there from Muppets. There's the Pale Girl here as well from Terrifier. Very cool indeed. She's an awesome looking Funko. But around this corner, and if we turn around, there's the whole wall of Funko behind me as well. This is all the new stuff. There's a lot of new stuff on this today, so I am going to be going through these. But my favourites that I found today, I had to pick up Morticia. I'm going to come across her in a moment. But they do have tons of other Funkos in stock right now here, including some more Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, but nothing new that I needed. They were all the older ones. Then they've got the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I almost bought these, but I was like, man, I did buy the Morticia though. She's too awesome. And he had the whole Stranger Tales wave in, including Ghost Rider, Mephisto, Morbius, Hallows Eve. And then they also had the Monster High Skeleta and Draculaura. Almost bought those as well. On to HMV though. I do like a little look into HMV, so let's see what we can find. Okay, on to the Tubbz, and they do have the same Tubbz as last time. Nothing really new here on the shelf, but I kind of still want the Grabber. He's still a very cool looking fig. $19.99 for the Tubbz. I do like them though, that's the thing, they are awesome, but I know they are going to be making a mini version of the Grabber very soon, so I'm very tempted to hold off and get the miniature versions, as they're the ones that I do collect most of all. The Funko wall does look pretty similar since the last time I was here. I'm not sure if anything new has been added to this particular aisle, so I'm not going to spend too much time going over it, but I will have a quick look, because they do have the Wednesday Addams pop, which I always like the look of, but they did have this really cool new Monster High doll from Wednesday in stock. Very cool. I forgot her name. She's the mermaid, Siren Girl. I do hope they do the Invisible Girl very soon, because she was my favourite in the latest series. Sorry, I'm really bad with names, aren't I? On to Smyths. Smyths have a load of the new Sonic crossover with DC, so we're going to take a look at those. They had this new Shrek in stock as well for $12.99, not bad at all. Shrek Bathing. That's a very cool Funko Pop. They did also have this Five Nights at Freddy's set. I kind of want that, you know. $24.99 is not bad either for all them Funko Pops. They had Vecna on the shelf, as well as a bunch of Daredevil stuff, Land Before Time. They did have some really cool stuff, and the Animaniacs are starting to drop in stock. Here's Wacko. But I can't, if it's one, that is one of them sets where if you're going to get them, you want Wacko, I can't remember the other two's names, I know she's called Dot. But then you have the SpongeBob movie starting to get its toys coming out as well. I cannot wait for the Flying Dutchman toys. I might have to grab some. That ship was calling my name. They did have some cool WWE though figures and the new Sonic DC figures. How cool are these Shadow the Hedgehog and Batman action figures? That was kind of awesome. I almost bought these. And they had a really cool set as well. That's one of these bigger ones. They had Shadow, Sonic as the Flash. I do apologise. Sonic as the Flash. We had a Green Lantern there as well. Very cool looking. They didn't have the Batman or the Superman in the larger scale, but they did have this 2-pack of Knuckles and Superman, and that is all kinds of awesome. I do like that crossover. I hope they do more of the bigger scale figs. And here's Cyborg with Tails. Very cool indeed. I do like these, you know. They are very cool. The Superman one and the Batman one were definitely calling my name. They also had these little versions as well, the 2-inch ones. They're also very cool. No big 4 or 5 pack yet for these. They're selling them all still individually. But it's cool to see that you can get them in about 3 different scales. I'm happy about that. No new Stranger Things in stock today though, but they did have some new Wicked items. SuperSorrell Jr. was very excited to find the Care Bears. I do love me some Care Bears as well, I can't lie. And here's Elphaba, there she is. Whee! But nothing overly new in my Smyths today, so we're on to Toy Town. They had Monster High Playmobil, which was very cool, but again, nothing really new in stock. So come home with me and let's see exactly what I picked up today, because I got a couple of nice things that I just can't wait to share with you. Hey guys, I'm back from shopping and look what I got! I got some stuff! So, I got a couple of items today and I really want to share them with you. So, first thing I picked up, like I said in the vlog there, I picked up Morticia Addams from the Addams family. I love Morticia. Now the thing is with Funko, I know all the ones I have are technically all from different lines, but to me it's just a representation of the Addams family. So I already have my Jenny Ortega Wednesday. Then I have the Gomez from the black and white version, but it's the coloured version, if that makes sense. So I've got the, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I got those versions. I've got that version of Gomez, and I do have Wednesday down here. So my plan is I want to put this Morticia, which looks pretty cool, because I wasn't a fan of the Morticia that came in the wicker chair. So I'm going to use this Morticia with that version of Gomez. And you know what? With the white shirt and stuff and the younger look, these two might actually pass for the younger versions from the television series. And then I can, of course, put them with Wednesday. I just need to grab the Pugsley. Now, I do hope they do release a what do you call him? A Festa from this collection as well, and a Lurch, and then we've got the whole family. I'm pretty sure they will, just because they're going to release a full version of these. They're going to milk this series for everything it's worth, in my opinion. But as I've got you guys here, let's give her a quick unboxing. Alright guys, here she is on the desk cam. So Morticia Addams, very cool looking Funko Pop. I will be doing a short video on my channel as well, so stay tuned for that. But here she is, man. Let's get her out of the packaging. Doesn't have anything written on the inside there, sadly. Some Funko Pops do have things written on the lips there, but nothing on this one. And here she is. No stand necessary. She got a big dress piece that's going to hold her up. So there she is. Let me zoom it in. There she is. How cool is that figure? I love her so much. I'm a big fan of the Addams family. I do love the Wednesday television series, so it's really cool to have her. She's got the little, she's got the book as well. I am looking at the book, by the way. It does look like I'm staring at something else, but I promise you, we're looking at the book. Code, what's that say? Code number? Very cool. Very cool. Now, let me get the Gomez. I honestly wish Funko would make a Addams, you know, the Addams family from the 90s, you know, the Raoul one. I wish they would make his version of Gomez. But I've got this one, and to be fair, we do see the young Gomez in the television series, so this kind of does pass us that a little bit. The thing is with Funko, you can't tell who there's no likeness to any of like the actors really, so you can really mix and match some of these collectibles, and it doesn't really matter. Like I could have those displayed with my younger Wednesday, which would also look really cool, or I can have it with Jenny Ortega as well. Either way, it's still cool to have this representation of the Addams family on the shelf, and admittedly, these two do look good together. I'm happy about that. So yes, very happy to have her in the collection. I will put her in the review pile for a short video, and I'll probably will unbox her again on a live stream with you guys very, very soon, so stay tuned. Let me just pop that back in the box, and there we go. Woo! Yeah, happy about that. That's a great collectible for the collection. Oh, my stutter did not want to say those words then, did it? I also picked up a couple of other things today. I did get a comic book today. Now, the crossover of the year has come out. Yes, the crossover of the year has reared its head. And no, I don't mean Deadpool and Batman. That's the one that all the normie people want. I'm not normal. I want Harley Quinn and Elvira. And I got one of the variant covers here as well, which is very nice. I do love this cover. It's a lot more spookier than the regular cover. So thank you very much to my comic book guy for getting me this. This is Wakefield Comics, who I shop with, and I do like these. $4.99, not bad. It's a nice little set, nice cover is what I'm trying to say. Jesus! I am struggling with my words today. So yeah, very cool looking cover. I love that a lot. I cannot wait to crack into this book and see what it's all about. But don't worry, I will come back and give you guys my full thoughts and opinions. I will give a little comic book review once I've read it. So stay tuned. But that wasn't the only thing I got today. I did find a little Lego stall. Now you do know, near me, I do find a lot of knockoff Lego. We call it knockoff this day and age. Third-party Lego, we'll call it. I do find a lot of it, but I couldn't pass this up. The guy who was selling the Lego near me, he had a version of Slender Man, and I had to grab it for the collection. Now, one of the unique things about this particular version, the reason I got it, is because it's got the elongated legs. So it's actually really tall, which is so cool. And he's got the black suit, the little red tie is a little bit on the looser side, but it's nice. And these little tentacles, I think they do move. Yeah, they do. So you can move the tentacles any way you need them or want them. So that's also a cool little thing. And this does come off of his, oh, it's a neck piece. So you could use that with other figures as well. This will just come off of it, the neck. So you could use these pieces with other characters as well. That's why I love third-party Lego. This is why I love these little minifigures. It's because you can use these parts for other characters as well. Like if I don't like this particular head, I could find one from my collection to use. And as well, I could just use this body piece if I ever needed a suit. So yeah, it's cool to have elongated legs if you ever want to make something a bit more mental. So it's cool just to have all these pieces available to use with Lego minifigures. I'm a big fan of these little third-party Legos. Like I say, I know Lego die-hard enthusiasts are probably going to be crying inside that I've got a knockoff one, but I like the horror ones. And let's be honest, Lego is never going to make a Slender Man, so that's really cool. And guys, that was everything today. We got a Funko Pop, we got a Lego figure, and we also got a comic book. I've had a very good day. But right now, I want to sit back and enjoy the WWE show that's on today. We've got Crown Jewel going live at the time of recording. So I'm going to sit now with my dinner and enjoy watching Crown Jewel. Guys, thank you all very much for watching. I'll be live later on tonight, so make sure you come over and say hi, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, stay super. Bye!